We keep our theme of close games going into the final round here. Today's Mercy Health Final Challenge is a 10-point game. 130 points for Amboy, 120 for Winnebago. That is less than a question apiece because each question is worth 20 points. So if we go back and forth, we're going to have a lot of lead changes here. This is a buzz-in, contestants. Remember, you are on your own during a buzz-in round. And because we are so close, make sure you wait for me to call your name. That's going to be very important. Hands on your buzzers for the first question in our Mercy Health Final Challenge round this week. What politician who succeeded James Burns as Secretary of State in 1947 is the namesake of a post-World War II plan to rebuild European Zane?
Marshall.
That is correct. European nations, that's George Marshall's plan, and that is worth 20 points for you. You are now on top by 10. The River Clyde flows through what most populous city in Scotland? Zane.
Brinksman.
That is incorrect. Amboy, you have a chance to answer. Ethan.
Edinburgh.
Incorrect. Just ahead of Edinburgh is Glasgow. 600,000 people there. No points. New question. What team, which defeated the Packers in the 2017 NFC Championship game, went on to lose Super Bowl 51? Ethan.
Atlanta Falcons.
That's right. After they led the Patriots 28-3, and then Tom Brady happened in overtime. That's 20 points. What French artist of The Bridge of Europe painted people walking with umbrellas in Paris Street? Zane.
Manet.
Incorrect. I'll finish for Amboy. With umbrellas in Paris Street, rainy day. Florian.
O'Keefe.
Incorrect. Gustave Caillebotte. No points. Here's a new question. What opera, whose protagonist envisions a ship blowing smoke in the aria Un Bel Di, depicts the Japanese woman Cho-Cho-san? Zane.
Madame Butterfly.
Madame Butterfly is correct. That's 20 points. You're back on top. What scientist names a radius that corresponds to the distance between the nucleus and the electron in a hydrogen atom's ground state? Zane.
Heisenberg.
Incorrect. Amboy, you have a chance to answer. That is a Bohr radius named after Niels Bohr. New question, teams. What literary character claims we're all mad here in Lewis Carroll's novel Alice in Wonderland and slowly vanishes? Nick.
The Mad Hatter.
Incorrect. I will continue for Winnebago. Trevor.
The Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat. You didn't even need me to continue. Nice job. It's good to have an Alice in Wonderland expert on your team every once in a while. You're now ahead by 30. New question. Marley was dead are the opening words of what Charles Dickens novella about a man spurned by his fiancée, Belle? Natalie.
Great Expectations.
Incorrect. Amboy. Ethan.
A Christmas Story.
Incorrect. A Christmas Carol. Marley was Jacob Marley. No points. New question. What scientist authored The Skeptical Chemist and is the namesake of a law holding that the volume and pressure of a gas are inversely, Angie?
Isaac Newton.
Incorrect. I'll finish for Winnebago. Are inversely proportional. Zane.
Boyle.
That's correct. That's Boyle's law. And that's 20 points. And that's all the time we have in this round. Those 20 points make a big difference sometimes. Amboy, fantastic job. It was close this whole game, and you know from watching this game throughout the season that they aren't always this close. So nice job. And congratulations, Winnebago. You are moving on to the Sweet 16. You will face the winner of next week's Our Lady of the Sacred Heart versus Dixon. And you can tune in, same time, same place, to catch that matchup right here in next week's edition of the Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. Thanks for joining us. That was tight. Even I got all excited.